Go ahead.
Hey now, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of IoT Nuggets.
As we get to number 30 on the list, Doug, this is what happens. We go straight down the tubes.
I know, we start getting a little slap happy, but it's only because we're having so much fun with IoT Nuggets, because this show is lighting the internet on fire. We're talking about the Internet of Things, and Jason Ashton has joined us for the third time from CallPass. I'm Doug Cohen from M10 Social. I'm joined by my illustrious co-host over on the other side of the screens, Mr. Steve Brummer, the illustrious Steve Brummer.
Only in my own mind.
And just a little housekeeping. Don't forget, bhiotgroup.com is the website to reach Steve and John Hubler and the rest of their crew to talk about your IoT strategy and how you can bring it to market. You can connect with them on LinkedIn and the YouTube channel as well. And you can also check out CallPass at callpass.com, which leads us back to Jason, who is the president and CEO of CallPass. And today we're going to be talking about Lana Fleet and the importance and the bleeding edge technology of deploying strategies that involve live view camera in a live environment. So we're going to talk about that a little bit, and I'm going to pass it on to Steve and Jason to fill you all in on that topic.
Excellent. Thanks, Doug. Jason, as always, thank you very much for joining us. As we try and educate the world out there around IoT, you know, the whole thing around fleet is so important these days. We have more trucks on the road than ever before. We're trying to understand, you know, get more data and more statistics and more vision into what's going on. So Lana Fleet, give us an idea as to what you sell. Like, what does the product look like, and what does it do for companies that you're selling to?
Sure, no problem at all. When we're talking about fleet, you know, we got to work backwards, right? When we talk about CallPass and where we came from and what we're doing with asset tracking and our customers, you know, really focusing on high valued assets. We really didn't jump into the fleet game. You know, fleet now 25 plus years with, you know, GPS technology, you know, evolving from dots on the map to all the way to EDL. You know, we concentrated on asset because we saw a competitive market that we weren't ready for at the time. And through the evolution of technology and the really the emergence of dash cams, we saw a great opportunity to take advantage of our commercial, or on the commercial side, by taking our consumer branded camera, OwlCam, which is a leading dash cam in the consumer marketplace for 24/7 security, driver safety, personal safety. We've now added that and developed a fleet platform known as Lana Fleet. So for those who aren't familiar with CallPass, our asset tracking platform is Lana, which is an acronym for Locate, Analyze, Notify, Action. We've taken a trip into the fleet world, and we're really excited about it because what this camera is doing is it's giving you all your telematics in one place. It's no need for an OBD dongle to support the camera. You're not trying to match up telematic events with either, you know, pictures or stored data. You've got a live feed from the camera inside and outside real time. So you can monitor the road, the surroundings, you can monitor the driver and the driver behavior. So the emphasis there is really on driver safety, liability. You know, one of the biggest talking points we hear from customers, because, you know, let's face it, there's a lot of fleet applications out there. Most companies these days are using something to track their vehicle. But one of the number one things we're hearing is that reduction of liability, where, you know, a driver has been accused of, right? And that of has ... after it. Could be an accident, could be ...
has that.
Right, and then it's got a financial impact, right? So having the ability to not only have that 24/7 live view, you've got all the historical data now that you can simply go back, look at a video clip, and either prove no fault or, you know, help you out in the event there was fault.
Is there a specific market or vertical or size of organization that this is better for? I mean, we have huge, fleets, and we have small fleets like plumbers and electricians, and those kind of people.
Yeah, we love the service industry. It's one of our biggest targets. We're doing a lot with livery. We're in some cases last mile. Where we're not playing hard is in the trucking over the interstate over the road, mainly because we don't have an EDL component to it, right? But what we are finding is anybody in that service environment who's making multiple stops, service calls, in and out of vehicles, day to day route optimization functionality necessary. That's really our sweet spot right now.
Is there an ROI for them? I mean, what's it set up as far as a cost factor for an HVAC company? So
I'm going to answer that probably a little different than you're expecting, right? And as I mentioned, we're not blazing trails in creating a fleet tracking product. Fleet's been out there, and again, we're approaching people that have been using Fleet for quite some time, so they've already pegged their ROI for what does that dot on the map do for me. What we're doing is now giving them the ability to reassess that ROI by what is a live feed doing, how can I replace a dongle with a camera and glean the benefits of live visual while still getting everything they were getting before from a fleet platform. So the ROI for us has been very easy because the camera is cost effective, the subscription is cost effective, and we're replacing an expenditure. In some cases, we're reducing cost.
Excellent. Awesome. Well, again, thank you very much for your time, Jason. Again, we educate people on IoT nuggets. This was a great idea as to understanding how an HVAC or a smaller company can be in the IoT space and utilize your technology for their benefit from a company standpoint. So awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. If I'm on the fourth time, I'm going to be ready for Doug's intro.
So you'll join me in repeating it to everybody?
Absolutely.
I think that was a threat. Actually, it's a promise. We're hoping that you do come back and join us again, Jason, because what you guys are doing is fantastic. I personally, as a small business owner, entrepreneur, I like the idea that you are also catering to the small service companies that are out there as well as the larger fleets. That's something that rang true for me, so I thought that was really cool. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to visit CallPass at callpass.com as well as bhiotgroup.com up there to reach out to Steve Brummer and John Hubler and the rest of the team at IoT Group to talk about your IoT strategy and how to help bring it to market. And if you have a company that is playing in the IoT space, if you are a subject matter expert and you want to join the show to talk about your expertise and your offering, reach out to us and let us know. Connect on LinkedIn. There's a YouTube channel and obviously the website. So thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we will see you on the next episode of IoT Nuggets. Thanks, gentlemen.
Have a great day.
Thanks, guys.